Hey guys, Sprout here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, of course, to Sausage Man, probably the most popular battle royale game out there right now. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you top tips, 8 top tips that is, to make you better at the game. So make sure you're paying attention. Now, before I get into this video, please do like the video. Make sure you've also subscribed, as I will be doing quite a few more as time goes on. So without further ado, let's get into the 8 top pro tips to make you better at the game. Guys, I'll be back in a minute. Right guys, let's kick off with number 1, which is optimize your pickup settings. Now this is something I'll do in most games before I jump in a battle for the very first time, or at least after I've learned what I do and don't want to pick up. Now, what I mean is go into settings, go to pickup settings, and change them. Now, I've switched auto pick pistols off because I'm sick of picking them up and them taking up all my attachments and then having to drop ammo that I don't want and, storage space on your backpack that gets taken up unnecessarily. But the main one that I optimize is how much ammo you will automatically pick up with your auto pickup on certain guns. So usually I go for around about the 400 mark. You can see all the numbers are slightly different for all these assault rifles. I'll do this for SMGs as well. Sniper rifles I usually leave around about the 60 to 90 mark. Same for DMRs and special weapons, energy weapons, etc. If I'm going to use the gun a lot, a submachine gun, an assault rifle, I'll put the number quite high, and it saves me manually picking up ammo every time I come across it, obviously, because that delays you. If you're in a hurry and you're looting a body and you're getting shot at, you want it to just quickly pick the ammo up for you and save that crucial time when you could get sniped or headshot, while trying to manually loot, scroll through people's loot bags looking for ammo that you need. So if you can optimize it to pick up the exact amount you think it'll be enough for your backpack for the rest of the game, do this before you start. In at number 2, guys, this game has been very thoughtful of itself to add us a training mode, and you should not take this lightly. Use it as much as you can to practice. However, in this specific instance, use training mode to set your sensitivity. Now, if you remember back to Lost Light or Badlanders and stuff, there was no training area. I had to set sensitivities in game while getting shot at, which was absolutely ridiculous. It got us killed quite a lot. Very stressful to do. Thankfully, we'll have a training range. So I'm going to do a separate video on exactly how I've set my sensitivity. If you want to copy my sensitivity settings, I will do a separate video for that. But to set it properly, there's lots of target practice, there's lots of different guns you can use, attachments. Set your sensitivity in the training range before you go into a match. And then when you do pick up a weapon and you get into a close quarters combat situation or a long range situation, you're not shooting the sky or the ground or being too slow turning with the red dot to actually hit anyone. And, you've got it optimized for your playstyle. Right guys, in at number 3, tips wise, is land safe. Now, this doesn't apply to you if you've got a really, really good ping. Don't get us wrong, if my ping was 30, 40, or to 60, and I didn't lag when I landed and stuff, I would be hot dropping every single second of the day just for the fun of it. However, if, like me, your ping's pretty high, 200, 230, or even higher than that, pick a place that's not named on the map, a little clump of buildings or something like that. Even if you're in a squad, pick a safe place to land, or even if it's, like this one, far away from where you're jumping from, and other players generally won't be in the area when you land. This gives you time to loot, get decent guns, get decent attachments, make sure you're stocked up on ammo and meds, and find some armor, a backpack, instead of scrambling around thinking, crap, I haven't got a gun, there's loads of people around us, and then potentially dying and losing, 10 to 20 rank points for no reason whatsoever. So open up the map when the flight path starts, mark somewhere, and go for it. Even if you have to glide there as opposed to fall there, it's worth that extra little bit of effort just to get some preparation before you actually run into some players, so you can take them out from range or take them out, close combat with some decent gear, and they're not killing you in a couple of shots. So it's worth thinking about every time you drop. In at number 4, guys, if you're familiar with the hooks in the game, like the grappling hook, and of course you get it from the Shadow Warrior Legend card, they're so useful. Do not discredit them. Always remember to pick them up. Automatically, you'll pick up 3 according to the auto loot settings. I would increase that to like 10. Just make sure you've got a heavy supply of them if you don't manage to get the Shadow Warrior legend card like I've got here. Now these will help you get to high places, they'll help you get up trees, they'll help you get out of sticky situations. You know, someone's shooting sniper shots at you in the middle of a field, there's a tree nearby, you can hook to the tree and it's a lot faster than run. Of course people can still shoot you, but you know, it gives you that little bit of edge just to traverse the battlefield a bit more easier. I've seen myself at times flicking around different trees and stuff, fighting someone with the hooks, and it just confuses your enemy. It gives them more movable target, and it gets you into better positions and better cover to really take them on. So don't discredit them. Make sure you pick up plenty of them if you get the chance, or take the Shadow Warrior card. Obviously that gives you a bit disadvantages in other ways, but I will go into that in a different video specifically for this class. However, hooks are important. Remember that. Right guys, this next one, I mentioned this in quite a few games I play, and it's utilise cover when necessary. Now, a lot of people on games like this, you know, they'll stand in an open field and just shoot. They'll run at people, you know, it leaves you open to be killed. Now, my play style might differ from a lot of other people's, but I tend to stay in cover and shoot from cover. You know, pop your head out for a moment, shoot, go back into cover to reload or heal. It really saves you, especially on people like me who have got very high ping on the game. It'll save you in the long run to use cover to kill people from. Now, obviously, if someone surprises you in the middle of a field, it's going to be quite hard to get behind a tree. You do have the little barricade you can carry around, but you're not always going to have one. So them scenarios are completely out of the question. You're going to have to rely on your pure skill in them scenarios. But when fighting, especially in the last zone, find somewhere you can hide behind. It stops you getting sniped. It stops you getting, you know, spotted too easily. Wait and cover. Use the third person, you know, sight to check where people are, and then pop your head out or whatever, pop your body out and shoot at people. Make sure you utilize any cover you can find. Literally anything that you can hide behind will save your life. Right, guys, this I don't know. When you random squad, people seem to not understand this, right? Number 6, stick near your team. Don't land alone. If you're playing squads, right, even if it's a random team, and you think, well, I don't want to land there with them because I'm not going to go, you still need to land with them, because if you get knocked, or they get knocked, and they're nowhere near you, there's no chance of you picking them back up. And then they'll start spamming, come get me coin, revive token, whatever. So you'll run over there thinking, right, I'll save the day. And the people who killed them are usually just waiting for you. They'll be like, well, they're still there. The teammates are coming, we'll kill them. And 9 times out of 10 it ends in disaster. So make sure when you do jump, stay with your team. If you're making a pre-made group, obviously this will be a given. You'll probably all land at the same place. You'll want to do that. But try, if you do have to random queue, they're all going one way and you decide, well, I want to go the other way, just go with them. It'll help you in the long run to survive a lot longer on the game if you're near your teammates, just in case you get knocked, or just in case, you know, there's a lot of people around, and it'll help you out. Right, guys, this next one ties in again with number 5, utilising cover where possible. I'm going to suggest that if you're on high ping, or if you're not overly confident in the game, do not rush people. Now, there's a main reason for this, which is obviously the game is in third person. If you see someone you've shot at, they've went into cover, and you think, well, they're low, I'll rush them, just remember that they're behind cover and they're watching you coming. They'll wait until you're close, they'll wait until you're nowhere near cover, then they'll pop out and start shooting. And if your reaction's not good enough, you're dead. So just don't rush unless you have no other choice. You know, if the zone's behind you, creeping up on your back, you don't have a choice. If you run at someone and they're paying attention, they're a decent player, you're going to die. Now, there is obviously people who only rush. You'll spot them a mile off because their KD is really low, but they've got high rank because they win a lot of games, but they lose a lot of games as well. sets you better to just stick to passive aggressive mode. You know, I want to kill this guy, but I'm not going to risk my neck just to get that extra kill. I want to win the game. Last but not least, guys, number 8 is a self-explanatory one, but at the same time I have to remind people about it because they always forget. Have 2 weapons. Obviously, a lot of people carry 2 weapons, but have one for close range and one for long range. Generally, I'll have an SMG and a sniper rifle, or an assault rifle and a sniper rifle, so that I can deal with long range targets and I can deal with close range. A lot of people I see have, you know, 2 SMGs or 2 ERs, or they'll have a DMR and a sniper rifle. What's the point? Because you're just going to come into a situation that you can't handle. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm a sniper. I only need a sniper rifle. But what happens if the guy comes right to you? Then your sniper rifle's a bit useless. So just find 2 guns that you really love, you know. I'll recommend to everyone right here on this video the UMP9 and the M24/Kar98, depending on which one you find. Good combo, good solid combo, probably the 2 best guns to have in any given scenario. But yes, make sure you've got one for close range, one for long range, and you will survive a hell of a lot more. Now guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope this makes you a lot better at the game. I hope you start climbing them ranks, and I'll see you up there in Master very, very soon. Let us know in the comments if you do that. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already, and do make sure you subscribe if, again, you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.